the NFL offseason, or as I like to call it, the Jets' best time of the season, because we cannot lose games anymore. We are over losing games. Fans start talking about all sorts of different kind of crazy theories that you could possibly see in the draft and free agency and all these different things. One of these stories that I've come across is the Jets trading Sam Darnold for Joe Burrow. Let's talk about it. Jets, Jets, Jets! Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Guys, I've been trying to put off this video. I didn't want to make it, but I figured I'd make it just for laughs anyway. We've talked about it in the live stream. We've talked about it in some of the Jet forums I'm a part of. Would you trade Sam Darnold for the number one overall pick? The idea here is that Sam Darnold has 2 years of cheap rookie contract remaining, as well as his fifth-year option. That fifth-year option is going to be the average of the top 10 players at his position because he was a top 10 pick. So if you're a top 10 pick, you're going to get the average of the top 10 quarterback salaries as your fifth-year option. So Sam Darnold is going to be very expensive in that fifth year. The idea here is that you would trade Sam Darnold for the first pick straight up. You would keep your number 11th overall pick, and you would trade for Joe Burrow, most likely. Joe Burrow had an outstanding national championship game. This guy had 521 all-purpose yards and 6 touchdowns, and this guy looks legit. He looks like he's got it all. I think he's really going to be a good quarterback, and I'm excited to see what he does on the Bengals. But the idea here is, would you trade Sam Darnold for him? Now, the Jets spent the 3rd overall pick 2 years ago on Sam Darnold after giving up their first-round pick and 3 second-round picks. So we have invested a lot of draft capital into Sam Darnold as a quarterback. What is the rationale for moving on to Joe Burrow? The idea is that whole price structure. You get 2 more cheap deals, 2 more cheap years out of Joe Burrow's contract than you would Sam Darnold, and you keep that 11th overall pick. So in theory, you could get Joe Burrow and, say, CeeDee Lamb at 11, or your stud left tackle at 11. Who knows? But I wouldn't do it. You look at Joe Burrow. Yes, he's a great quarterback. He is 6 months older than Sam, and Sam came out 2 years ago. Sam's got 2 years of quarterback play in the NFL under his belt right now and is 6 months younger than Joe Burrow. This is the biggest reason for me why I would not make this move. Now, it's not to say that younger players are going to play better, but it's going to take time for a quarterback to adjust to the NFL. It doesn't just happen overnight. As much as, Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson are both going crazy on the NFL, are all going crazy on the NFL. I get it, but the Jets roster is not built like those teams. So the Jets need a lot of draft picks. They need a lot of support around Sam. You got to build this offensive lineup. Joe Burrow, I have no problem with you. You are a great, great quarterback, but the Jets have waited so long. And you're telling me, as a Jet fan, you would be willing to give up the guy that has really given us as much hope. I really believe Sam Darnold is going to have all our records by the time it's all said and done. If he plays one 16-game season, he probably breaks Namath's passing record, which, to be fair, was only in, I think, 14 games at the time versus 16 now, so a little different there. But I think he's going to own our touchdown record. He's going to own our wins record. I think he's going to own everything by the time it's all said and done. The most, the closest thing we've had to a franchise quarterback was really Chad Pennington, at least in the time that I've been alive and been watching the Jets consistently. I never really thought Sanchez or Geno Smith were going to be the answer, when we had him. Sam Darnold, I look at, I'm like, okay, this guy gets it. He understands it. Romo was drooling over this guy pre-draft, and even afterwards, you could see, he understands defenses. He gets this sixth sense of, a pocket presence. Even when the defensive end's crashing down, he just kind of knows his body awareness, his spatial awareness. He understands to move around in the pocket. Now, yes, we saw a lot of sacks this year. Our offensive line was terrible. So take that with a grain of salt. Stop badgering me about that. I get it. We'll get the offensive line better. Sam will do well. Do you move on with Joe Burrow? Or is Joe Burrow just a, talented kid on one of the most talented rosters in college football? You look at it, he's got Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is a wide receiver that I am so high on. I would definitely take him in the first round. I don't know if I would take him at 11 overall, but I would definitely, if we were, say, at the tail end of the first round, if we made maybe a Jamal Adams trade or a Quinnen Williams trade where we get an additional first-round pick, I would be all on board with taking Justin Jefferson. I think there's an argument probably for him being better than Jerry Jeudy, at least. I don't know. That's my sort of rough opinion on it. But Joe Burrow played with a stacked roster. How is Joe Burrow going to look when he's got the Bengals team surrounding him? Yes, Joe Mixon, pretty good running back. A.J. Green, maybe he's there next year, who knows? But he's always been injured. I don't have a whole lot of faith in what the Bengals are as a team, even though they thumped the Jets this year. I don't believe that they are equipped right now to succeed the way Joe Burrow has succeeded in LSU. You just don't have that same talent level around you. Sam Darnold doesn't have that talent level. He didn't really have that talent level at USC. I mean, yes, they are a top recruiting program, but they didn't really have, a good offensive line. A lot of those players were injured, and Sam really has just kind of been damned by his offensive line play. And he still found ways to improve and get better over the course of each season. I really think the ceiling is so high for Sam Darnold. I would not roll the dice on Joe Burrow. Guys, let me know what you think of everything down in the comments. Would you trade Sam Darnold in this hypothetical situation? Would you take the number 1 overall pick to draft Joe Burrow? Or would you hold fast and keep our Sammy boy, Sammy Sticky Lips? Would you hold on to him till the end? I am ride or dying with Sam Darnold. I'm hitching my wagon to him. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And as always, go Jets.